In this Anki video tutorial, I have combined all my previous tutorials into one video to kind of walk you through how to use Anki in one sitting. I hope this helps you. If it does, how about leaving a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell someone. I would greatly appreciate it. This is going to be a tutorial to show you how to create a deck of flashcards in a program called Anki. It is a free open source program that is comparable to, say, Quizlet and other programs like that. The Anki app, though, platform is free, and they have it for Mac, your computer, your iPhone, your iPad, your Google phone, and the like. And it's all free. And it's a really great app to use if you need to learn something. It is a flashcard application, but what it can do is simply amazing. First thing you need to do is you need to go and download it, install it on your computer. You can get it up here, ankiapp.com. You'll notice you got all your download buttons here. That's the first thing you need to do. And after that, you'll want to create a deck. And this video is going to be specifically about creating a deck. So after you've downloaded and installed Anki, and you open it up, this is what you're going to see. This is your place to work. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a deck. So I'm going to create one. I'm learning Koine Greek, the language that the New Testament of the Bible is written in, and I need to know the alphabet. So my first deck is going to be Koine Greek alphabet. Once I've created my deck, I'm going to want to add a card to it. So we're going to go here, and you have some choices here: basic, basic and reverse, basic, optional, reverse, type in answer, and close. I'm just going to go with this one here, basic and reversed. You can play with these, see what they do. To close, I will get into in another video. It's pretty unique. But anyhow, what I want to do is I want to put in the Greek alphabet, and I want to put the name up top in the front of the card, and I want to put the name of the particular letter in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my Greek keyboard here, my Greek polytonic keyboard, and I'm going to type in the alpha there. And switch back to English and type in the word. This is a capital letter alpha. And I'm going to add that. And I want to first, before I add that, I want to make sure I choose the right deck to add it to, because it's going to throw it into your default deck if you don't. So I'm going to choose Koine Greek, and I'm going to add that. And I also want to put in the small letter here, so I'll switch back to the Greek keyboard here, and back to the English, and I'm going to type it out small. And you notice the Koine Greek alphabet card deck still selected. And now let's do the beta. We'll add that, and I'm going to switch to the Greek keyboard here, and we're going to put the small beta in. And whoops, forgot to switch to my English keyboard, didn't I? We'll add that, and I'm going to add the gamma, the capital gamma. And type it in there, and I'm going to add the small gamma. Type it in there. So that's enough to show you what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and you see now I have these in my Koine Greek alphabet. Now I can go ahead and open this up and click on Study Now, and you'll see I have the alpha here, and I'm going to show answer. And it's the small alpha, and that's what it is. And I'm just going to hit my space bar, and it's got the capital alpha, and I'm going to hit my space bar, and it's got the capital alpha there. And again, the beta, small beta, and then the capital gamma, and capital beta, and a small beta. So that's how that works. That's to create a card. Now, let's say you made a mistake and you added something you didn't want to add to that. I'm just for this example, you go up here and you click Browse, and it's going to have that particular deck open here. Now, if you scroll down here and you look right here, you can pick out the deck that you need to correct. Now, it's not readily apparent how you would delete something, so let's go down here and delete these gammas here. And if you right click on it, there's no delete. You notice that? There's no delete. There's no delete buttons anywhere. However, if you go down to Notes, you click Delete, and it deletes it. And you can select multiple ones to delete as well. Go down to Notes, and delete them all in one go. And that's how you create a basic deck and how you edit, manage it a little bit. This is going to be a quick video tutorial to show you how to delete a flashcard in Anki. It's not obvious at all. Today I put in a couple of cards into the wrong deck. I needed to create a new deck. That didn't happen. Got in the wrong place, and it took me a little bit to figure out how to delete it. So what I got is I got my deck open that I want to delete the card out. So what I do is I'll go to Browse, and you notice I put a couple cards here in here. I want to delete this card and I want to delete this card. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, and this is where you got to go. You got to go to Notes, then go down to Delete. Do the same thing with the second one. Notes, Delete. And that's how you delete a card that you didn't want in a deck within Anki. This is going to be a quick video to show you how to make edits or changes in a card or in any particular deck in Anki or flashcards. This applies for every type of card they have. I'm just going to show you the front and back one here. But first thing you want to do is you're in your workspace. You want to go up here and Browse and go over to your left, find decks, find a particular deck you want to work on. So let's say I want to work on this one here. I could click on there, and if I wanted to change this, let's say I made a mistake here. That's the Greek letter for delta there. If I wanted to change it, I would simply remove it, and I would add the new one in, but I'm going to put that back because I don't actually want to make the change. And there is no save button when you do this. You got here on the front, back, but this applies to all of them. You just click on whatever you want to change. There is no save button. So when you close out of this and you come back to your decks, your various decks that you have, whatever you're looking at, the change will be there automatically. You will see it when you open that deck up. And that's really all there is to it. Today we want to look at how to change fonts in Anki. Now, if you look over here to this side, this is probably what you have right here. The Arial font is the default font for all your card decks. So if you want to change that, you go up to Tools from your dashboard. Whoops. You go up to Tools from your dashboard. Then you come down to Manage Note Types, and you select the deck that you want to change the font in. You select any of them. You can change them in all of them, but you got to do them one deck at a time. And you come down here to Cards, and you click on Styling. Now, if you look over here to my left here, or to the left here, this Arial is probably what you see in this spot right here. Now, because I'm studying Greek, I needed a particular font for the Greek alphabet to display correctly for me, and I put Galatia SIL. So you figure out what font it is you want, and you replace this Arial with that. You can change the size. This is CSS here, so if you know anything about web development, website development, you know CSS. If not, you don't need to know it. You just need to know, put the name of your font here. Make sure you don't remove the semicolon at the end or change anything else. If you want your font to be bigger, just change that number to whatever, or smaller. You can change the color. You can change the background of your cards. You can do all that right here. And that's all there is to it. This is going to be a quick video tutorial to show you how to use Anki Flashcards to type in an answer rather than selecting an answer from a list or whatever. So if you need to know it without any visual cues, typing in an answer is a good way to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a deck for this. So we're going to make sure we're on decks, then we'll come down here, create decks. And I'm just going to call this one here, type in answers YouTube. So once we have it created, you'll see it right here. Now what we need to do is we need to add some cards to it. So we're going to go up here to add, and we're going to look for, under the type here, we're going to look for type in answer. And we're going to choose it, and then we're going to come over here to the deck, and we're going to assign it to the proper deck. So I got type in answers YouTube, and we're going to choose that one. Now because I'm learning Greek, I'm just going to do a Greek word here, and this Greek word I want to be able to transliterate and define. I'm not going to go into the details of what transliterate means, but I'm just going to show you real quick. So here's my Greek word, and transliterated is alpha, gamma, gamma, epsilon, lambda, omicron, and sigma. And I want to also include the definition here. It means angel or messenger. So we're just going to add that. We're going to close this out, and we're going to go here and we're going to look at our decks. We'll come up here, type in answer, study now. So here you see there's no answers for me to choose from, so I need to be able to type in Angelos, is how it's pronounced, A-G-G-E-L-O-S, is transliterated, A-G-G-E-L-O-S, and I'm going to write in the definition, A-N-G-E-L or S-S-A-N-G-E-R. Now once I've done that, I can see if I got it right. And there it is. So I know I got it right. And that is how you use the type in your answer function in Anki Flashcards. So I've set up a little test project here, and we're just going to go through it quickly to show you the end result of what you can do. And if you see this and it shows up and it does not have it, it's because you've reviewed it previously. Just click on custom study and go down here and click on review, and it's going to say review 1 day ahead. Click OK. And now you have your study now button. So we're going to click study now, or you can hit your space bar and watch. I'm going to use my space bar here. Now I'm not an anatomy student, so I'm not even going to try and guess these, but I'm going to show you. You know, it's got the one in red it wants you to guess at, and then you click space bar, it gives you the answer. Click it again, space bar again, click, gives you the answer, so forth and so on. Now let's say you get done with this, you can click on rebuild, and then of course study now, and you go through it all again. Now as you get the answers, as you're answering them, look down here, you'll see hard, good, easy. This will tell Anki how you're progressing, and you can do this on all your decks. It will sort out a method where it will show you those things that are hard for you a little more, those things that are easy for you a little less, those things that are good, like in between. It'll mix it up. It learns your speed of learning. So that's what you do. So we're just going to click, and we're done with that. That is the end result of what I want to show you. Now I have a little project that I'm going to do. I'm going to set up for myself. I'm learning Koine Greek, which is the language that the New Testament of the Bible was written in. So I have a little project, and this is also to show you how using images can be a great time saver rather than typing out and creating individual flashcards. Now to get the image occlusion functionality in Anki, you have to download a plugin. Now there is a companion site where a bunch of plugins are located at for Anki, and this is the page. And in order to get this plugin, we need to go get this code here at the bottom, this one right here, and we will need to open up our Anki, go to Tools, Add-ons, and then click Get on Add-ons, Get Add-ons, paste your code in there, click OK, and it will begin to download it. And once you download it, you need to restart Anki. And when you open it back up, and you go to click Add, you will see this. This is going to be brand new. You didn't have this little button here before. And this is the button that we're going to be working with to use images to create flashcards, or a better way to say is actually create a test for us. And it's also a great time saver, and we're going to get into this. As I said in the beginning of the video, I have a little project I want to do for myself to help me to learn Keone Greek. And I'm at a part right now where I need to learn about diphthongs and how they're pronounced, and just part of the Keone Greek stuff. I'm not going to get into all that. So I'm going to create me a deck, and it's going to be called diphthongs. So I'll go ahead and create that deck, and then I'm going to add to that deck diphthongs. I'm going to choose it, and then you see here I got my new Image Occlusion button here. So I'm going to go get me the image that I want. And we have this little button right here, this little rectangular thing. That's what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to make sure I clicked on that. And these two particular Greek letters make a particular sound. So I want to go ahead and hide that one. And I'm going to do this with all of them. I don't care about the Greek spelling right now. I just want to know what the sound is. So that's the only part of this I'm going to do. This one. This one. Alright, now that I have them all hidden here, down here below I have the ability to tell Anki how do I want this testing to occur. Do I want Anki to hide them all like I showed originally, and just show one at a time? The red highlighted one is the one that's wanting me to guess at. Or do I want it to hide one or guess one? What I've already showed you is to hide them all and guess one. So we're going to do this one. For this one, we're going to do hide one, guess one. So we're going to click that. And then we're going to close this out. And then before I do anything, I want to go to Browse. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. I want to go to Browse. And I want to find that deck. And I want to go here and give this deck a title. And then I'm going to close it out so that way I can find it quickly, and it'll be labeled when I open up my test. So now I'm going to close that out, go here and click diphthongs, and I'm going to study now. And you'll notice it's hiding one and it's wanting me to guess what those two letters are. And if I press the space bar and then press it again, it'll do it again. Now for this particular one, hide them all would probably been better, but I showed the hide all originally. That's what it looks like. I just wanted to show you what the hide one looks like now. And again, I could say hard, good, and easy. Tell Anki how I'm progressing, and it will decide to show things in a different order. And once I go through it all, and then I'm going to go back to my decks. And I'm going to go to diphthongs. If I want to review it again, and I went back to my deck, pick the deck, and this is what's showing up. I'll go to Custom Study, Review Ahead by 1 day, and click OK. And now I got my Study Now button here. And while you're in it, before you get to the end like I just did, you can always click on Rebuild and it will start over. Every time you hit Rebuild, it will start over. It's like, I don't know why they named it Rebuild. They should have put Start Over. And that will do it. So we can get back in there, and again, we're here. And if I'm stuck on an answer, I can click again, and it will go over that again. So that's how you can use, you can copy and save images, bring them into Anki, and use this method rather than typing everything else. Saves you a lot of time, and it's also a great way to test yourself. Now, if this has helped, how about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, let somebody know about this channel, and you have a good day.